In this video, you will learn about C++ Move Semantics, an important feature for efficient resource transfer. Move Semantics allows you to transfer resources, such as memory, from one object to another, avoiding unnecessary copies. Let's explore how Move Semantics can improve the performance and resource management in your C++ programs. So, what exactly are Move Semantics? Before C++11, there was unnecessary copying of resources when returning objects from functions, passing temporary objects to functions, and transferring ownership between objects. Move Semantics provides a solution by allowing the transferring of resources like memory or file handles from one object to another without making copies. Move Semantics was introduced in C++11 to optimize performance and resource management. Rvalue references are the foundation of Move Semantics. Rvalue references, denoted by &&, can bind to temporary objects which are also known as rvalues. They allow functions to detect when arguments are temporary. In the example, we have an Rvalue reference that binds to variables. Then we have an Rvalue reference that binds to temporaries. A move constructor efficiently transfers resources from a temporary object. In the given example, the move constructor of the myString class takes an Rvalue reference to another myString object. It transfers the data and length from the other object to the current object, and then resets the other object's data pointer to null pointer and length to 0. This prevents the original object from deallocating the memory when it goes out of scope. The move assignment operator efficiently transfers resources from a temporary object. The move assignment operator first checks for self-assignment. Then it frees any existing resources, transfers ownership of the resources from the other object, and resets the other object, preventing it from deallocating the moved resources. The standard move function converts any value to an Rvalue reference, enabling move semantics. It's important to include the utility header to use standard move. In the example, the createString function explicitly moves the result string when returning it. In the example function, standard move is used to move the contents of string A to string B. After the move, A is left in a valid but unspecified state. Here are some best practices to follow when using move semantics. Mark move operations with no except to enable optimizations. Always leave moved from objects in a valid state. Use standard move for the last use of a variable. Implement both move constructor and move assignment. Use perfect forwarding with standard forward and templates. Now let's explore what not to do. Don't use standard move on return statements for local variables. Don't access values from moved from objects, except calling methods that work on empty state. Don't use standard move on const objects, as it defeats the purpose. Don't forget to reset pointers to null pointer after moving. Perfect forwarding preserves the value category, whether it's in Rvalue or Rvalue, when passing arguments. In this example, the wrapper function uses a template to perfectly forward the argument to the process function, preserving its original value category. The comments show usage examples. Move semantics are also integrated into the C++ standard library. Standard containers like vectors support move operations. For example, you can move an entire vector from v1 to v2 using standard move. v1 is then left in a valid but unspecified state, and v2 now owns the resources. Some types in the standard library are move-only types, meaning they can only be moved, not copied. Examples include standard unique pointer, standard thread, standard future, standard promise, and file handles and resource wrappers. In summary, Move Semantics provides efficient resource management through ownership transfer. It eliminates unnecessary copying of resources, reducing memory allocations and CPU usage. It enables clear ownership transfer of non-copyable resources like file handles. It is an essential feature for writing efficient, resource-safe code in C++11 and beyond. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.